Put up some temporary wire on the perimeter of the pasture fence because the pasture's all dry. There's a little bit of grass in here. So while they're eating, I'm going to come in and remove some honeysuckle so I can watch them. So we're kind of close to coyote territory. They were pretty happy to get out of the barnyard. Weren't you, Seven? Got a lot done while the sheep got to graze. Cleared all this. Now I'm wore out. Not sure I have the energy to ride a horse. Gotta get my priorities straight. Continue adding to the brush pile. Lots of brush. You can see how the woods is just covered with honeysuckle. This is going to take me 10 years. Hi, Fawn. How are you? How you doing, Fawn? You a good girl? I checked this fence line I set up the other day. Make sure nothing knocked down. We had a bit of a snowstorm in between coming out here to clear this woods. The sheep out to the woods. They follow me, no sage. See if they follow me. Here they come. They're happy to come out. I love my outdoor lifestyle. Spent over 30 years behind a desk and traveling all over the country. It was a great career, and I'm grateful I got to build Taylor Studios and do those exhibits all over the country and world and traveled the world. Now I'm really enjoying a peaceful life on the farm. I keep moving every day. I'm outside every day. I'm eating healthier. I lost a few pounds, not enough, but it's just a healthy lifestyle. And I actually really enjoy these sheep more than I expected. I think as a business person, you know, the thing that's driving me a little nuts and bringing stress is I don't know that I'll ever make enough to pay for all this infrastructure I built for these sheep. And I'm going to give it a go, but I'm also just make sure I don't run out of retirement money and enjoy the life. Now, the crops that are out there beyond the pasture should be profitable. By the way, today I brought my shepherd's hook because I don't quite trust that ram right there. But I just really enjoy these sheep. And that's actually surprised me. Obviously they got a dog, so that makes it even more enjoyable. But they're just gentle and, well, that one just jumped on me, waiting for their treats. They're just gentle and enjoyable, and I'm learning how, I have a friend that raises them, so I'm learning how to cook the meat and know that it's raised healthy. I'm working on building the soil health in the farm, and obviously, getting rid of the invasives out here, just trying to make the farm better. Whether the livestock will make me money, I don't know. Obviously, I'm turning those fields out there. You can't see it, but there's rye cover crop out there, which should improve the soil and maintain moisture. And, we're gonna try to do non-GMO beans this year with no insecticide on them. My farmers have found that those chemicals have not made a difference. As far as net, everybody goes for yield, but as far as netting per acre, profit per acre versus yield per acre, they have done just fine without all the chemicals. I'm a regenerative farm, so I mean, I'm not completely 100% against all chemicals. I think that you need some occasionally, and if I have a thistle patch I can't get rid of, I'll use them. I carry a bottle of spray out here when I'm doing honeysuckle and spray the root, so it's just minimal spot spraying to keep them from growing. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the sheep. They're coming to beg. I do have treats in my pocket, but I can't do that and take video. But they're just really enjoyable. I threw some hay down, which also helps the soil because we have this line where we put in the water lines, and so I need to reseed that. So putting hay on top and having their little hooves push any hay seed in will seed the soil right where that water line is. So I've been throwing hay on top of it for them to help me do this. Throwing seed on top of grass also helps. And I'm learning what to plant, what not to plant. Even ChatGPT is helping me. You know, I told him about ChatGPT about the foxtail and the witchgrass is growing, and it called it a weed and said that's because there's a lack of nutrients in the soil, and it told me what to add. So I have a lot to learn. All right, here comes Cavalier. He's really not crazy mean, and he is going off to processing with 7, the white one that's over there. Actually, that's going to be a really hard day for me. I really love these sheep, and he's not a bad boy. He was 4-H raised and comes from a really good farm, has really good bloodline, should throw some color with the lambs. So he has that in his bloodlines. Just he wants to headbutt. And he's almost snuck up on me a couple times. I think it's playfulness. It's just their natural thing to do. So I feel bad that he's got to go to freezer camp. So that'll be a really hard day for me actually to haul them to the processor, because I really have learned to love them. And this is 7. He's 1 due to go. I helped feed him because his mom rejected him, so I used to hold her so he could drink. Didn't bottle raise him, but we got kind of close this spring. So it's a really difficult choice. I was either going to go with this weather or eclipse that weather, which I wish was a U. But I've decided on 7, even though he's smaller. I think eclipse represents the farm better, and I'm trying to keep a weather around so that when I have a separate ram pasture, I have a weather to hang out with the ram. And I want to see how much he grows as he ages. So they're not even a year old yet. Neither is the ram. The ram was born in February, so it'll be almost a year when he goes to processing in January. It's going to be a really hard day, but I'm also looking forward to my freezer full of meat that I raised. So that's pretty exciting. I think emotionally it'll be a hard day, but dinner won't be so bad a week later. So that's farm life. Some people handle it better than others. That little one right there with the brown on her face is Spot, and Osage is obsessed with Spot, and that's the one she chases. And so I'm trying to train her not to do that. For some reason, that lamb, she wants to chase. It's the smallest lamb on the farm. So at first I wondered, like, is something wrong with her? But she seems healthy. Out of all these lambs, the ones I raised are bigger actually than the ones I bought. But there's one up against the weed line there. Oh, no, it's right here, next to 7. The little one I call Fawn. She's the only one that hasn't been bred, but she's tiny. So if he doesn't get that job done by the end of January, I'm okay with that. We'll just wait until she's older and try her again next year. And the ones I raised did really well. So some of these ewes are pretty small, so it does worry me, but my ewes were small too when I bred them, and they raised double their weight in lambs over the year on just the horse pasture that I rotated them around. So they did really well. So I'll build my flock over the years. We'll see how it goes. Well, my hand is cold. I don't have a glove on, and I need to go get my tools so I can get rid of honeysuckle. So I can do that while watching Osage when she's around them. Actually, I think they're staying near me. They are a little worried out here, so I'm gonna walk actually down here because there's more grass this way. See if they'll follow me. Come on, sheep, sheep. Sheep, sheep. Here's the grass. Come on, sheep, sheep. Sheep, sheep. I think they do feel safer moving around. My beautiful little flock. Here we go, back to the barn. I'm like little Bo Peep.